Well, hello. Today we find ourselves in Mark chapter 2. We're making our way through following the life of Christ through the Gospel of Mark. Today there are four essential things that happen in Mark chapter 2. Number one is there's a paralytic man that he comes to the door where Jesus is staying, and he can't get through the crowd, so four of his friends come up to the top of the roof and they take the thatched roof apart and they drop him down inside to the center. And Jesus basically says to the man, he says, "Your sins are forgiven you." And that just messes up the scribes and the Pharisees. How can you do that? How can you forgive sins? And Jesus says, well, is it easier to say your sins are forgiven or pick up your pallet and walk? So he says to the man, pick up your pallet and walk, and the man walks off. What I see from this is, number one, friends are important. Would you have four friends that would drop you down in the presence of Jesus? Take care of the friendships around you. The second thing that happens is he meets Levi, Matthew the tax gatherer, and he meets him and he says, "Come follow me." Matthew, also called Levi, follows Jesus, walks away from his lucrative business, and then the interesting thing is Jesus goes to his house for dinner that night. That's the crazy thing, right? Because there are sinners everywhere, man. Every kind of sinner you can imagine was at Matthew's house. But Jesus sat there. He is the light in the midst of the darkness. When the light outshines the darkness can never injure the light. So today, you are the light of the world. Take your light and go into a dark world and brighten every corner. The third thing that Jesus talks about is new wine versus old wine, and new wineskins versus old wineskins. Well, we find ourselves today living in really uncharted territory, kind of covering that on Sunday mornings. This is the land in front of us is like brand new. It's so brand new, in fact, we need new wine. So today I'm going to ask you to ask God for new wine in your personal walk with Jesus. Finally, he talks about the Sabbath, right? So he talks about his disciples are walking through the grain fields. They're picking some grains off the top. The scribe said, no, you can't do that because it's the Sabbath. And Jesus sets them straight. He basically says Sabbath was not made for man. Sabbath was made for man, not man for the Sabbath. He says, I am the Son of Man. It's the Lord of the Sabbath. So today, I want to encourage you to Sabbath keeping. Make sure you take time to take Sabbath, quiet, alone time with God. Have a tremendous day.